Okay, this is a reaction video. This is from Ryan Shirley, top 10 places to visit in Germany. Let's see what this is all about.
What's up, guys? My name is
Please click like, share, and subscribe for him as well as for me right down there. I would appreciate it.
Ryan Shirley, and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the enchanting country of Germany.
Now, I did see a lot of this stuff that I'm looking at right now, not up close like he is or from aerial view, but one of the things about Germany was absolutely gorgeous country. It was absolutely beautiful and magnificent to look at.
So here's my Germany top 10. Germany is home to some of the world's most stunning landscapes, from endless castles, medieval towns straight out of a fairy tale, and the towering Bavarian Alps. Germany
Yeah, I didn't make it down to the Bavarian Alps, unfortunately.
has so much to offer. Let's start this video off in the magical village of Rothenburg. Now, when you go to Rothenburg, you'll feel like you're walking in a fantasy movie. It's one of the most preserved medieval old towns in all of Europe. During the Middle Ages, Rothenburg thrived as it was located at the crossroads of European trade routes. At the beginning of the 15th century, it rose to becoming the second largest city in all of Germany, but during the 17th century, Rothenburg faced adversities such as the 30-Year War and the bubonic plague. Without much resources, Rothenburg's growth was halted, which aided in keeping the town preserved in its medieval state. Today, Rothenburg maintains its medieval charm, and it's been the inspiration for sets of Disney movies such as Pinocchio. If you go, you can check out the famous Flaming Corner or witness the beautiful Christmas markets. I mean, it's just hard to beat the allure of this German village.
It really is beautiful. I mean, it really is gorgeous to look at. A place like Rothenburg. I didn't make it to Rothenburg. Hopefully, I'll make it there. But really fantastic place.
From Rothenburg, you can make the 3-hour drive to the beautiful city of Munich, also known as Bavaria's capital. Munich is located in the south of Germany.
Yeah, I was up north. I was up in Frankfurt, Cologne, Berlin. I was really up in the mid to northern part of Germany. I didn't make it to the south. Farther south I made it was Kaiserslautern.
About 50 kilometers from the Alps. During World War II, Munich was heavily bombed by over 70 air raids, but today the city is restored to its former beauty. One of the most popular spots is the Marienplatz Central Square. You'll find the new town hall with its stunning clock tower and historical figurines. After exploring Munich, we're going to head to the Alps to visit Berchtesgaden.
Yeah, Berchtesgaden was famous for, that's where the Eagle's Nest was for Hitler. If I'm not mistaken. That's one of the places of World War II. The Eagle's Nest where Easy Company and Band of Brothers made it.
Now, I have to say this may be one of the most beautiful towns in all of Germany. It's just a 2-hour drive from Munich, and it's nestled in the Bavarian Alps. One of my favorite features of the town is the Watzmann Mountain. It has these uniquely shaped peaks that tower over the town. It almost looks like someone took a bite out of it. There's so many beautiful churches around Berchtesgaden to explore, such as the Maria Gurn Church, which offers a perfect view of the Watzmann peaks. Just south of the town is where Hitler's former Eagle's Nest retreat is located. It's now a restaurant with unbelievable views. The area is full of stunning alpine.
Yeah, we had a choice of either going to Berlin or Munich, and we ended up going to Berlin. But had I made it down south to Munich, I probably would have gone and done this, taken a look at this area. Really, really gorgeous.
Lakes such as Hintersee, which offers just incredible views. You could also visit the Berchtesgaden National Park and explore all its hidden treasures. I mean, the whole area is just pure paradise. Now, after, we're going to visit Lake Constance. Now, it's this massive lake that's not only in Germany, but also borders Austria and Switzerland. I remember I was hiking in the mountains of Appenzell, Switzerland, and I can see the lake from where I was at, which is huge. Now, it's the second largest lake in all of Europe by volume. Now, one scenic place on the lake is this town called Lindau. Now, what makes it so unique is that it's this island. Now, it was first mentioned by a monk in the 9th century, and during medieval times, it became quite the fortified city. Today, it's a popular place to visit. I just love the harbor and just the fact that it's an island. I mean,
it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no question about it. Lake Constance, named it my mom's first name is Constance, so that's a nice little thing for me. But really gorgeous lake.
It's such a cool place. Another picturesque city on Lake Constance is Meersburg. It's located right on the shore.
You know, you can tell the German architecture when you look at this stuff, and you can see, you know, because you see that in North in Frankfurt and other places like that. It's really really beautiful, gorgeous architecture.
And it's a historical town lined with beautiful colored houses, and I just can't think of a better place to go during a warm German summer. After, we're going to visit the Hohenzollern Castle. Now, I have to say this is one of the most impressive castles in all of Germany. It sits perfectly on Mount Hohenzollern and can be seen from miles away. Hohenzollern is the last of 3 castles that was built upon this hill. It was completed in 1867 as a memorial to the Prussian royal family. Today, it's one of Germany's most visited castles, and I understand why. Another stunning castle in Germany is the Cohem Castle.
That's one of the things we did see when we were on traveling through Germany. Is you saw a lot of castles. You did see a lot of castles from the trains you were going on. I don't know if you saw these castles here, but you did see a lot of castles in Germany.
The original castle was built back in the 1100s, and it made its money by collecting shipping tools on passing ships down on the river. Sadly, it was destroyed in 1689 by the French, but in 1868, a wealthy businessman from Berlin decided to rebuild the castle ruins. Today, it stands perched on a hill overlooking the beautiful town of Cohem and the Moselle River. Another stunning castle just 30 minutes away is the Eltz Castle. It's a popular place to get that classic Instagram picture, so if you're in the area, you gotta check both these castles out. You won't regret it. After, we're going to visit the...
Now, this is where I do know that's in Berlin. That's I did see that. I forget what it's called, but I did visit Berlin, and Berlin was absolutely gorgeous and a wonderful city.
The capital city of Berlin. Now today, Berlin is a thriving capital with a population of over 3.6 million people. It's an incredible...
That's the Brandenburg Gate right there. That is, you know, that wasn't too far from the train station where we got off at, right close to the Reichstag.
City with a...
And I wasn't aware, you know, until I was actually in Berlin, that the Berlin Wall was right along the Brandenburg Gate.
Complicated history. Now, Berlin was first documented in the 13th century. During World War II, it was the headquarters of Hitler's Third Reich and became the most heavily bombed city in history. After the war, Berlin was divided into the East and West Berlin.
Yeah, East and West Berlin. They still have, at least back in 2006, they had names of the people who died at the wall. Really, really beautiful area. And
with the end of the Cold War, East and West Berlin were finally reunited in 1990. So one of my favorite spots is the Brandenburg Gate. It's this 18th century.
Yep, the Brandenburg Gate. You know, we were there. Really, really beautiful. Really, really gorgeous.
Neoclassical monument that is Germany's national symbol of unity and peace. You can also check out the Berlin Wall Memorial to see remnants of the historical wall. After Berlin, we're going to head over to Hamburg.
Now, Hamburg's in the north, and I didn't make it. Again, I didn't make it to Hamburg. We only made it, you know, to certain areas. But Hamburg was a place that I wish I would have gotten to, because that looks like a really great city.
Northern Germany, on the Elbe River, Hamburg is the second largest city in Germany after Berlin. Thanks to its access to the North Sea, Hamburg grew as the port city throughout the ages. Today it is Europe's third largest port. I just love all the canals that run through the city. Hamburg is home to 2,500 bridges, making it the city with the highest number of bridges in Europe. It reminds me of modern-day Venice. A really impressive spot in the city is the Speicherstadt. It's the largest warehouse district in the world. Now, another beautiful spot in the city is the Auster Lakes. It's a set of 2 artificial lakes that are often full of sailboats during the summertime. Now, after Hamburg, we're going to head over to
Now, this is a place which I knew very well. Frankfurt was a banking city, and we stayed there. It really, really, a lot of museums in Frankfurt. We didn't get to go to any museums. I mean, we were there for the World Cup, which is we were there for football, not for sightseeing, which really bummed me out somewhat, because some of the things about Frankfurt, which was really, really beautiful. They had the river, I think it was the Main River. They had a big TV that was built there so you could watch the games on both sides of the river. Really, really nice.
Frankfurt, located in west central Germany, Frankfurt is one of Europe's major financial hubs, and it's home to the European Central Bank. It's full of beautiful skyscrapers and kind of reminds me of American cities. Aside from its skyscrapers and financial district, Frankfurt is a beautiful historical town, one of the most popular places.
Yeah, we were around Work Square. Really, really gorgeous area. I mean, just absolutely beautiful area to visit.
Is Romerberg. It's a beautiful town square lined with colorful timber houses that will get your German vibes going. From Frankfurt, you can make the 3-hour drive to the Black Forest, now located right on the border of France. The Black Forest is a giant region famous for its dense vegetation, picturesque villages, and it's often associated with the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. Whenever I think of Germany, I just think of the Black Forest with its cuckoo clocks and just beautiful German towns. I mean, I can't think of a better place to road trip and experience the beauty of southern Germany. I mean, just such a cool region. After, we're going to head to the beautiful town of Fussen. Now, located right at the foot of the Bavarian Alps, Fussen is a 700-year-old medieval city full of old-world charm. Its streets are lined with cobblestones, and you feel like you're walking back in time as you...
That actually, there's a place in Columbus, Ohio, where I live called German Village, where they have streets like that, and it's really, really nice. And obviously, it's German Village. It's a really small area. It's not a great big area, but this makes me think of German Village a little bit in Columbus.
Explore it. I just love all the classical German houses, and I think it's so cool how the milky blue River Lech runs right next to the town. The crowning feature of Fussen is the High Castle. I mean, it just adds so much character to the town. If you really want to go back in time, I mean, you just gotta give Fussen a visit. Now, for our final destination, we're going to visit the iconic Neuschwanstein Castle. I have to say that it is the most beautiful castle in all Europe. It's what inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle. I mean, it's just the perfect place for a princess. Now, the castle is nestled at the very tip of southern Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle is placed perfectly in the mountains with a phenomenal 360 view of the Bavarian Alps and the town below. The construction of the castle began in 1869. During World War II, the SS debated blowing up the castle to prevent it from falling into the enemy's hands, but thankfully it never happened.
Yeah, that would have been tragic if they destroyed that castle. That's a gorgeous castle.
Today, the castle receives over 1.4 million visitors a year, so it's definitely a tourist hotspot. I mean, I just can't get over the beauty of this castle. It's something straight out of a fairy tale. Well, that is it for my Germany top 10. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places that I couldn't cover, so I'll have to do a part 2. Let me know where your favorite place is in Germany in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films with calming music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I did one on Germany you might like. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
Yeah, this is from Ryan Shirley. Please click like, share, and subscribe for him. Now, the one thing he didn't show was Cologne and the cathedral in Cologne. The Cologne Cathedral. That was an absolutely spectacular church that took 800 years to build. And that was absolutely amazing. It's right along the Rhine River there. And easy that if you're in Cologne and you get lost, just find the high ground, find the cathedral. It is really, really gorgeous. But that's the one thing he didn't add in here, but which I'll add in. But really, really nice video. Please click like, share, and subscribe for Ryan Shirley, and like, share, and subscribe for me as well. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching.